Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today is 11/26/2018, and this is our live streaming session. So let's get right into the charts. Let's start with the SPY. Let's look at Apple. We're in a in a long trade on Apple, and it's working okay. SPY coming right to the 267 area. We talked about this resistance. Pretty much hit it, came back in, hit it, retraced, came back in. A little bit weak, hits the low of the day. And then from the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 100 minutes straight up. What time is it, guys? Lunch on Wall Street. What would you expect on a after holiday Monday? A little bit of a float. So we're 309 up on the Dow. Transports are up 106. The SPX up 35. The comp's up 116. And the Russell is up 13. So pretty good rally day going on. But again, no volume. I want to see a big volume day, guys, not just a little push on no volume. No participation rally like always, Dow leading the way. But with Apple down a little, up a little bit, Nvidia barely going. You got Amazon, on Cyber Monday leading the way, or trying to at least, and then you got Google up. Tesla's making a little bit of a run, but stocks are trying, guys. A couple of the negative stocks. We did pull off half a PM today. That was a nice swing trade there. UAL's a little bit weak. Alta's a little bit weak. What else here? Walmart can't catch a bid. U.S. Steel down again. Yeah, we talked about U.S. Steel last week, and I was telling members just stay away right now. It retraced up, came in a little bit of bearish pattern, right back to the lows. So if you want to go long now, U.S. Steel, maybe. Let's go to the weekly. Yeah, I mean, it's holding this 200 MA. If that cracks, guys, and you're long, the U.S. Steel, we're going down to 18.56, especially if the markets start to weaken again. This will be an $18 stock, so be real careful with that one. All right, let's get back. Hey, John, thanks for Amazon trade. Took profits. Great. Wilson, good afternoon, John. Hope you're feeling better. Sorry for being MIA a week. Laugh out. I was working back home. Hey, Wilson, you're good, man. Hey, I'm working. I was sick. I'm still a little bit sick. I think it's my allergies now, but we're trying to get over this. What's up, B-Rabbit? Brian, Wilson. To me, the markets look a little bit weak. Yeah, again, we get a little bit of a bounce, and then, volume's only at 48 million again. So here we go, starting to bounce. IWM, catching a little bit of a bid. Still a little bit weak, though, guys. We're down, we're sideways. Look at the daily. All the patterns are pretty much the same, guys. We go up, we came in, trying to, pop up, catch a bid. We'll see where we close today on the IWM, and then we'll take it from there with this one. But again, we're looking at this line here. I got to look at a different chart. I think we're on the, let's go to the 60-minute here. Oh, man. Yeah, there was the area before. Right in here, we're looking at this pivot, came into there, held it down. Now look what we gapped up, trying to hold that area. That's a pretty good area around the 150. We could close above 150 on the IWM. We could possibly move higher, so watch for that. Twilio could be setting up for a short, up 10% on the day. Let's see, Twilio, TWLO. Yeah, why not? Let's see, I'm kind of, I want to see what these markets do with the light volume before we start going short again. What's up, guys? Leonardo, PSL Group, Mark, what's up, bud? Good trade on that. If you're up 10%, start pulling some money off the table here. Weekend, hope feeling better. Any views on Microsoft? I mean, you could go some calls, guys. You know what I feel with the calls. or puts at this point. I want to see if we're going to move up into the Santa Claus rally, if the volume stays light and we keep floating. Kind of looks that way now. People are starting to buy the dip. Everyone's starting to look warm and fuzzy. Yeah, this is it. Oh, here we go. And the next thing you know, they're dumping in our face again. So, I mean, we're real patient in what we're picking here. I do like Twilio, but I want to see the 90. I want to see it get into the 90s again. Love the retrace of this big inside bar. If you want to give it a shot short, you know, I don't mind it, but just think it could go to 100 with the light volume in the Santa Claus rally. So just watch for that. I'm going to be real patient right now, guys, through December, watching these markets. Going long, I mean, you can. A lot of the beatdown names, pick on Apple, pick on NVIDIA. Amazon's up a little bit today. BA maybe. BA still stretched. Google's not bad. Facebook might be a one to go long in because people will be buying the dip on that. So just go slow with that. Ad desk, I'm getting hurt short. Just make sure you got the right position with that Autodesk. You know, everything's going up right now, so you got to be patient with these. And if you can't take it, then just cut it. You know, if you're going a little bit you know, too much on the short on this one, just take it off then. You know, if you can't handle this one, it could still go to 140. You know, that's your big area up in here. Everything's catching a bid right now, so you know that's where you just got to watch out. Let's see here, Microsoft, MSFT. All right, let's take a look. Yeah, Microsoft long, you got to get above this 106.44 area. If you could get above this and get back above the 20 MA, then you could probably shoot for the 108.14 area, 109.24. If you could get above these guys, 110, then yeah, you could possibly get that bid and keep going. Again, guys, everything's going to be with the markets. Markets start getting weak again, everything's going to come right back down. So just be careful with these long positions as well, and the short positions too. And if you're short, you know, a lot of positions like we are, I mean, we're still short. Just slow and steady, guys. No more than 10% of your total portfolio in shares. If you're in options, no more than 2% right now. I'm going to even go a little bit lower. If you have a $100,000 account, your max position right now should be $2,000. Not even being with $1,000, maybe $500. That's all you need to make money, guys. So that's what you got to be doing. So be careful with this. Yeah, but if you could start catching a bid, get above the 106.40 area or the 20 MA, and then look out for the 108.30 area. Calls, I don't know. Calls should have been bought down here on double bottom, 100 even number. You're kind of chasing this thing now. Does it go up? And remember, we're talking about short-term retraces leading to more selling. So you got to watch out for that. But it's not bad. This thing turns around, comes right back in, then you got to watch out. But this would have been the area on double bottom to go long. I mean, now that you see it after the fact, we could have easily been down here at $90 if the markets would start cratering. So again, short-term retraces could be led to more selling pressure. So just be careful with that. We're not out of the woods in no means on these on the SPY or the IWM or the Qs. Still beating down a little bit. Just getting a relief rally with the light volume today. You know, they gotta get people out there spending. You know, that Black Friday. Wonder how good it was. You know, stuff like that. So just be careful with that one. Yeah, the Autodesk, yeah, it's going up. Next big area on Autodesk is about 140 or 139.34, which is the 20 MA or the 50 MA. Yeah, it's catching a bid with everything else. You know, we had a nice pullback, comes back in, and then boom, right back up. So just keep an eye on this one. You know, again, if it starts popping up 140, 141 area, this pivot, then you got to see what this thing's going to be doing. See what it's up to, and even this trend line here. So we're not out of the woods yet. If you're short this one, you know, we're not out of the money that much. So, John, if you're maybe I hope you didn't go. You better have 10% less, you know, of your total portfolio in this position, if that. So, John, I don't know how much you're holding in that one, but just you know, we're not there yet. You know, we got the little relief bounce. But we'll see. Again, it's on earnings. We know on earnings it could go either way. So, you know, I'm still holding. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not getting murdered because my position is the right size. That's what you got to look at, guys. as long as you're not loading the house, you should be all right. So just slow and steady on these guys. And we don't even have a swing trade on Autodesk either. I like the setup on it. We popped up, and if we can pull back, then take the profits. That's all you can really do on that one. Let's see. Are we still holding Apple? Yeah, I'm going to hold Apple. If we push up a little bit more, I might sell half and then hold the half position. If we get the bounce, then at least we'll be in something long. JCP's doing pretty good though. So I just can't. I'd rather wait for the retrace and then short again. But if you guys want to take some longs, you can, but just as long as the markets hold up, you'll be fine. If the markets start to get beat down again, everything's going lower. So I want to wait for a little bit. I want to see what we get in this week and see where the weekly candle closes, and then I'll go from there. I know a lot. I got some emails over the weekend. Are we going long? Are we going long? What are we doing? Are we going long? Stocks are beating down, and it's like, Amazon keeps going up. We had that one short today. Came back and stopped me out. I wasn't going to mess around, and right back up, guys. So, but at least I stopped out. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not going to take the pain. I had a pretty good size position in that one, so I'm not too worried about it. But Amazon up $70. What else is new? Let's see here. Yeah, John, just be careful with that trade. Added more to AZO short. Yeah, that's fine. That's a stretch pig. Twilio 100 would be a good short. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we had a couple trades out on Twilio, so I'm going to wait. Our average price was right here around 91. I think it was $90. And we had a swing short. We had a day trade. I shorted calls. 3 great trades on this one. So you know what? To go back, let it go up a little higher. Let's see if we could get that 100. If not, let's see if we could get at least 95, 96, somewhere up in here. You look at the monthly chart, this is what we're kind of playing. Target's $44 right now. It'll probably be more like this one here around 71, but that's what you got to be careful with. This is a high flyer. Let's see if we get one more push. I don't know if we'll get it, but if the markets stay like this and just keep grinding higher, everything should grind higher, guys. John, no problem, bud. OSTK still going down for the rest. For the rest of today, I have puts in at $19 and an $18.50 OSTK. OSTK. Well, you're at great support on OSTK right here. So, and then we hit the $16 area as well. We talked about this last week. As long as it's holding this, I mean, it came right back in. But if it's going to hold the lows at 16.41, then hold this gap fill around $17. We'll have to see. We had a nice bounce on, what was it, Thursday or Wednesday, I should say. On Friday in the half day. And then we had the bounce. We closed above, looking a little bit weak below the MAs on the daily. Nice little reversal. Let's see where we close today on this one. But yeah, I mean, if it does not hold gap fill, then you're looking at 16.41. If that area cracks, then you're looking at about 14.52. That's a nice little reversal it's staging here. See where it closes. If it manages to scratch its way back and close above the 20 MA, then this thing can possibly shoot up higher. If this thing stays down in this area, starts to consolidate more sideways, then you're most likely going lower. Markets go lower, this will go lower with it, pretty much. Guys, the Apple trade, I will sell another half. We were long this one. So if we could get up to 74, 74.50 up in this area, I am going to cut half. And then, you know what, I probably will hold half the position. Unless we go up a little bit more, I'll cut it, and then I'll keep a quarter position and let it run. When I do these day trades, these, couple day holds, I go a little bit bigger in my position. So I want to, if I'm going to hold this thing for a couple days, I'd rather be in a half position or possibly a quarter position. So if it goes against me, at least we took some off. We went long, took $1, came back short, or went long again, took another $1, came back again. Trying to rinse and repeat this one. We came in as it was falling, we were adding a little bit more, and as it's coming up, we're back in the money again. So hopefully we get another buck on this one. It's tough. Apple just won't. Apple's really testing people right here with buying the dip. So We're getting a little bit of a tail on the daily, so I got to see what happens in the next hour or so. See if we could keep this thing going. Let's see. Hey, John, put's killing me today. However, it's all manageable, like you said, calculated risk. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're in with puts, Marcos. Unless you're in some of those high flyers. But I'm in shares right now. I don't have any put positions out there. I cut all those. We were in the IWMs. Other than the spec plays, if you're in those. I mean, we're in Tilray still. Those are getting hit pretty good. And then the ad desk one. But, they're small spec plays, so I'm not, those are the trade. You know what? Like I tell everybody, when you take those trades, if you're not willing to risk any capital, then don't do them. Keep it simple. Don't do them because I'm doing them. And it's cool. Hey, Bookie did them. I got to do them too. Don't do it that way. Guys, I've been killing it. Oh, hey, what's up, chart guys? How's it going, guys? But yeah, just be careful with these things. That's it. And that's it. So, do you personally invest or have any dividend stocks that you recommend, or in yourself? I wanted to start a small stream of passive income. Nah, I'm not a long-term investor, guys. I'm a short-term trader. Long-term, maybe a year at the most, maybe two if the oil plays or something like that. But yeah, I don't really care about the dividend because Wilson, what's like with gosh, what can Facebook do? I mean, Apple gives a dividend, I believe, still. But now the stock's at 170, so the dividend helps a little bit. But no, you got to wait, Wilson, for this stuff to come back down. And that's it. Fox Monthly double top. Oh, is that? Yeah, we were looking at that one. Is it Fox, or what's the full symbol on that one, guys? Chart guys, did they say invest in Bitcoin? Well, now maybe at $5,000. That's not too bad. All right, hold on here. Yeah, no, Wilson, I'm a trader. Fox, is this the one, Wilson? I don't know if it's Fox. We looked at this one like it had an N on it, maybe Fox N. I don't know if this is that the one you're looking at, double top? Let's see. Okay, yeah, it is. Okay. Let's go back. I think that is the all-time highs. Yeah, we talked about this one last week. I want to see if this thing can pierce 50, 51, go a little bit higher. I think earnings is possibly coming up, so watch out for that one. But yeah, I do love this retrace, but it is a little more short term where we're getting into the top here. There's a couple things I look for. Monthly chart. I want to see that first. Yeah, monthly chart still stretched too. Gosh. I mean, if you want to short this one, great. I'm gonna wait for possibly a little higher prices. I think earnings might be coming up. I just God, I love it. 35 would be the price target. I just got to see what these markets are giving us, guys. We have some shorts out there still. Most of them are doing okay. I just want to, I got to go slow and steady the rest of the year. We had a great year, me and my members. I just don't want to, give a lot of money back. I'd rather just sit here and let the markets tell me what to do. That's not a bad area though. I'd like to see 50 get pierced though, 51, and then possibly. It's a $50 stock, so if it moves a couple bucks, it is a couple % loss or gain. So that's why I'm trying to be real patient with some of these. All right, so be careful with that. Let's see here. Top, where would you get out of Apple if it doesn't bounce? I double bottom. Down in here. I mean, this is a great area for a bounce. But gosh, I mean, it all depends on the market now. So let's hold this. But like I said, if we get another 50 cents or so, I'm going to take half off an Apple. I'm going to hold a quarter or a half position, and hopefully we get a little bit more. Then I'm just going to hold a quarter position long. So if it comes back, then I would do it around the 169 area. Let's see if we can get below that. 170 even number, they might shake you out. But again, if we, markets stay like this, light volume, this thing should continue to float, and I'll hold it with a quarter position. All right, that's how I'm playing it. But yeah, if it gets below 169 or so, you might have to cut it. So let's see what we get today. Let's get out of half of the half again, and let's just make this position smaller, guys. Don't get all crazy yet. It is Apple. Buy the dip, right? Yeah. So Leo, yeah, that's what we're looking at there. So you should have sold some already. You had some profits locked in. What made you add on the way down? Just what I liked watching the volume on the SPY, keeping an eye on the overall indexes, and when they were when the SPY was holding up pretty good. SPY came back down to double bottom here, then it held up and started going. So if it's not going to stay below double bottom on a close, but I want to see more follow through in this thing going down on a closing basis, and then we probably would have got out of Apple. But it is Apple. Apple was let's go to that trade. Apple came back to gap fill, and then it breached double bottom, but then we came into the 750 retrace as well. So that was something I was watching too. So boom, we got that. That's where it held. We had a little bit of a tail here too. I did like that too, and that's why we added some more, and that's why we're riding this thing up. And just as the markets were staying, they weren't coming in like mass, coming down on huge volume. Right here was a little bit, and then right here, once we got the tail, it was like, all right, let's hold this thing. But 169 I was looking at down in this area. I wanted to see what it would do on the 170 even number. Never even made it there, but held the blue line here, and boom, we're starting to move up. So we're back in the money again on this. If you want to cut it, just cut it and be done with it. If you want to hold it. I think Apple could come back down. I have some profits on this one, so to have it to come back down, it's not that big of a deal. We made a little bit of money on Amazon today long, so we got that one too. So that was a nice one too. So yeah, so that's where we're doing. On trades like this, when the volume's light and the markets are trying to hold, I like to, if this thing comes back in, I'll add more, especially at double bottom down in here, and then and stuff like that. So, and then there's other things I'm watching for too. But once we got this little tail here, it was like, all right, let's see if it's going to lead this thing up. Pulling back a little bit on here. Guys, still Apple just can't even catch a bid. Jeez. It's like dead money right now. It's incredible. So yeah, but you should be in the money again on this one. If you can't handle it, just pull it. Just cut it. Next question. GM announced massive layoffs and stock jumped. I think it's accurate and time to short. It's going on news. Let's see. Let's just see what the charts look like. Well, it's jumping because they're laying off people, and they'll actually probably make more money. So you got to watch out for that aspect of the trade. Right now, you're in the middle of the retrace here. I think you're about a 50% or so. Yeah, it's a tough. You want to short, you got to get the $40, 42, maybe up in here, and then double top up in 45. We got this trend line here as well. Around 40, 43, 59. So, it's not bad. As long as this stays below the 50 MA and maybe clicks over and comes right back in, watch for that. But you have another short-term retrace. You made a high, lower high, lower high. You're making a lower high, but does it come up to, does it come back up here? It could. If the markets stay light volume and they start grinding into, the holiday season, these could go up. So just be aware of that. That's why it's so critical right now to have the right position in these stocks. Period. You can't be overloading anything right now. And if you are, then that's your deal. But this one here, let's see if we get a little bit higher. You want to be stuck in the Christmas rally, and these things are just, ripping heads off, and the China trade deal's good, and the Brexit's fine again, and, Greece is good, Italy's good, and, everything else. The Canada-Mexico trade deal's close, and all that good stuff. I'm going to probably start throwing that stuff out there too. So just be careful. Markets are getting sort of a relief rally today. Cyber Monday, make everybody feel good, Oh, no, you didn't do anything with me with Autodesk. No, that's fine. I made money on Autodesk. It's going up now, but it's like, okay, I don't have a huge position, so it's not that big of a deal. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, just be careful with GM. It's going up on news. It's good. They're laying a bunch of people off. Stocks should go higher now. Now they should make money. So it's getting the opposite effect. But maybe the markets start to sell. This will lead to more selling. Pretty much bottom line. Let's see. Let's see. I'm sorry I forgot. No, Autodesk. That's not, guys. I don't stress out about these trades. You know what? Its time will come, and that's the bottom line. Yeah, it's going up with everything else today. It's not that big of a deal. Just like everything else is going up today. AutoZone's actually negative though. It was up at 840. But these are the size. It's like, hey, I got the right size position. Not a big deal. Now, if I was shorting like Facebook and Apple and Amazon and BA, then I'd be like, ooh, yeah, I don't know about that, and NVIDIA. That's why right now we're in the driver's seat, guys. Yeah, some of our trades are back upside down, but it's not that big of a deal. As long as you have the right share size or right, one contract or so, it's okay. We're not getting beat up. Now, if you're all in on a trade and going upside down, yeah, it's a little different. Been there, hate that. It's there's nothing worse than being a trade with everything you got and you're just getting hammered. Just like ad desk. If you're all in, yeah, you're starting to get nervous now. You're like, oh my gosh, here we go again. But you know what? It's okay. We'll survive. We'll get through it, guys. We'll get through it. EW, the chart guys. I don't know. Chart guy said, yeah, I don't know. No, you know what? They're traders like us. They're trying to find the stuff on the charts, guys. They're popping their head in here because they know I got people watching. So they got to say, hey, we're the chart guys here. Look, go check out our website. Where are you expecting that pullback under the LOD on the Apple this AM? No, you know what? It's trying to find a bottom, Apple. There's not too much to look at here. We gapped up a little bit. Came back up and up to the 175 even number, which is natural resistance, guys. Comes back in, chops around, a little bit down, sideways, a little bit bearish pattern. Starts falling. Gap fill is going to be some support. SPY and everything came back a little bit more, but as the SPY pulled back, that's where you got this one. So now it's a market trade. As soon as the SPY caught a bid, though, started rolling up. So this one was a tough one. They're not making it easier for longs. And they know, you get a little pop. The longs that get margin calls, like, oh, we got an extra $3. God, get me out of this thing. It's killing me. So Apple could damn well easily come back down. But right now we're getting some good support down in this area. If Apple starts cracking 170 or so, you're going to have to get out of that trade. If you want to hold it for a little, a couple more days, I'm fine with that too. If you took profits off twice, like I did, then you're kind of in the driver's seat. Still, it's coming back down a little bit, but we still made money on the trade. So that's what, but man, I'm telling you, if the markets come in again, it's going to go right down. So, if you want to cut this trade, cut it. Right now, I'm in a pretty good area right now where I can handle, maybe a buck or two more to the downside, $3. Again, we took profits twice on this one and added again. We're right there. We're going in the red a little bit on this trade, but I took profits the first 2 times. So I'm okay. We're still have an hour left. Markets are pulling back. A lot of people probably trying to buy long, so they're going to pull the market back a little bit. Buying calls. Oh, they're loading the house. They're not going to make this easy, guys. That's why I'm saying if you're going to go long, yeah, just go small. Period. There is Fox and Fox say they're related somehow. Fox say that was the one we were looking at too. Is that the one that retraced as well? Yeah, same thing. So that's the one we were looking at here. It retraces up. We have that trend line back here. And I looked at that. I was like, where's the trend line? So, that's a great area. I would just like to see 50, 51 pierced. This one did hit 50. So this one is a little different. This one I don't mind. But still, I'd like to see that 50, 52 area get hit. I don't know if it makes it. And this one I think was in, let's see, the monthly. Now that's still extended too. So yeah, I still like that area. If you want to short it, just don't go crazy on me. Monthly chart, you got to go a couple months out because this could take 3-4 months to get back down to here. If the markets stay, you know, relatively slow during the holidays, this could definitely stay at 50 bucks for a month, maybe 2 months. Markets dump, it's coming down. Markets go up, this will probably go higher. Just like everything today. Mostly everything caught a bid today, guys. Except for AutoZone. That was coming down some more. Unbelievable. Hey, nice. Excuse me. Nice pop up and then led to more selling. So it's like, hey, longs, hurry. Triple upgrade. Still a light volume name go, though. But we're playing a monthly chart, guys. That's how we're playing this one. And right now, price target's at 667. So I'm sticking to it. Let's see. There's Fox. Okay, yep, it's Fox. Okay, yep. GM going into gaps, waiting to see what happens. Yeah. Let's GM just let GM just settle down with the news. Do not invest, nor do we advise anyone to do so. All right, that's great chart, guys. They had earnings 11.7. Okay. Yeah, it's not. You know, I would like to see a little more on Fox. If you want to short it, go for it. I'm going to wait. I think if the markets stay buoyant, it could blast through this and go a little bit higher. And I'd rather wait for one more push, get everyone on board. I mean, this push isn't that bad. Fox A or Fox, one or the other. But, you know, or you could play it this way. Go short. If you pop above 50, then you stop out. Goes to 52, you short again. I like that pattern. I like that we're back up in here. I just don't like the fact that we're getting into the holidays and this can just float. And be careful with puts or calls, guys, because they could demolish them either way if we just sit here and do nothing in this lower range. Was AMD mentioned? Nope, Mark. We could look at AMD. AMD, hey, it finally caught a bid today. AMD, again, it's not doing bad. You know, just going slow, grinding. We're holding this area down in this range in the 200 MA. And holding the 20 MA. It's got to get above the 20 MA and hold. It's got to stay above the 200 as well. We had a little bit of a beat down coming from the 35 area. It's trying to find support at the 200 MA on the daily. So it's finding support, but it's still just chopping around, guys. Nothing special. It's chopping around this lower range. Still a little bit weak until we start getting above this 2184, 22 area and fill this gap right here, right around 23. It's still just chopping around. It still really isn't giving us any direction here other than nice push up, nice push down, nice push up, nice push down. Are you going to try to catch those, you know, 3-4 point moves? Yeah, maybe on this dip to the 200 MA, then you buy it. But for me to try to get cute with this one, I just got to see more. Weekly chart, you know, weekly chart setting up for lower prices. But holding strong. You know, first step, we got to get above, you know, 20 bucks, 21 bucks. Second step, then this 22 pivot, and then the 20 MA. You just got to grind, guys. Right now, nothing to do. For me, I'd rather wait for it to go up and then short it. You know, with the bounces here and kind of finding its way, if the markets pull back, this is going lower just as well as everything else. So again, you know, if you're down here from the, you know, $17 area, $16 area, then hold tight. You made the low, you made a higher low. It's starting to make a trend, but you're still in the lower range. Right now, you're kind of just in you're in a chop zone. Let's see. Let's put that right there. Which way will it go, base? If it gets to the top, then maybe the breakout. If it doesn't, gets to the bottom, maybe the breakdown. Right now, you're kind of in the 50% retrace either way. If it holds the 20 MA, then possibly higher. If it gets below the 20 MA, then possibly lower. Right now, it's really not telling us too much other than down, consolidating in the lower range, looking a little bit weak to me. Again, holiday season could make these go up. Light volume rallies could definitely make them go up. So right now, you know, if you bought down in here, you're in the driver's seat. Start slipping, then you got to think about, you know, getting out at 18 bucks or so. You know, at least take something off on the trade. Don't turn a good trade into a bad trade just because you're thinking it's going to go up a couple bucks more. I mean, if you got this thing from 16.26 and it's at, you know, almost 20, that's a good trade right there. Even from this area to this one here, that would have been it. Done. 16 to 22, that's a great trade. Yeah, so Mark, yeah, nothing really for me to do here. I need to see more direction. I mean, we're just chopping up and down in this little pennant. until we recapture the 20 MA on a closing basis and get some follow through, then maybe for this one. Because everyone's itching right now, guys. Buy the dip, buy the dip. To I'd rather short the rip, So check out PLL is coming into our area. All right, let's see. Is that PLL or PII? PII. Yeah, nice. Still, the light volume markets, guys, these could push higher. I'd rather wait for higher prices. You got to line everything up to short. I mean, I like this. I like this doubled. I like 100 even better. 101. This nice little pivot right here is nice. But at the end of the day, I like this. I like the 102.81 area, especially with these markets. I got to see what we get in the next couple of days, guys. If the light volume starts to prevail, we only hit 60, 70 million on the SPY. We got almost an hour left, and we're at 51 million on the SPY. So we got to really keep an eye on that, see what's going on. But Leonardo, I know we talked about this. Nice retrace up, but now I got to see what the markets give us. If we keep floating up this whole week, this could go to 110, and then we're stuck again. So it's like, we have enough shorts out there right now to manage. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days here. With all the news and everything, the holidays coming up, they're probably talking about the Santa rally on CNBC. I don't have CNBC on today, guys, so I'm not sure what they're blabbing about. But yeah, the PII, just let's see if we could go higher. I just don't like the fact we're in this lower range. And then we're coming back up. I'd rather see it, let's see if we get a little bit more on this one. Gotta be patient, guys. I like the fact we're below the moving averages. Starting to break down. We were looking pretty good there and then it came right back up. So let's see. We're in the lower range there, though. Get the retrace. We'll start looking at it here. All right, guys. Let's see. Daily chart. Yeah, I like the retrace, but not in these markets. The volume disappears, guys. It's going to be a tough time short in these markets. If the volume stays like this, then maybe we'll have to see if we can hop on the Facebooks, the Amazons. We'll look at trades like that. So we'll look at those. Some of the beat down names. Maybe the BA. Maybe we'll have to see. GIS, General Mills, ER, December 3rd. Let's see, GIS. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what the monthly looks like. Yeah, monthly setting up for lower prices, guys, on this one here. As long as it holds 41 bucks, it should be all right. If 41 bucks crack, you're going to 38.12. See what the weekly is. Yeah, weekly, even below the moving averages on the weekly. Yeah, this is a weak one. Earnings, earnings. Yeah, right there too. These low pivots. Yeah, so right here, if this 41.75 doesn't hold, and then this low down in here, 41 bucks, then you're most likely going lower. But see what happens, guys. We get the uptick, downtick, uptick led to more selling. That's why it's hard. It's hard for me to go long with any of these names right now. I'm just gonna go slow and steady. Maybe do a little more intraday stuff, and then go from there. Let's look at Autodesk again. Yeah, this one's coming right back in. So maybe we do something with this one. We'll see. Let's see. I'm dying even today. let's see those. HUI. What is that one? I don't even know what these are. Yeah, well, yeah, 15 bucks for that one. HUYA. Go AZO. Yeah, right. And Momo. Momo, yeah. Momo has no mojo. Same thing with this one. If it cracks 30 bucks and then 28.81, you're going to start filling some gaps down lower. So watch out for these. Yeah, I can't even catch a bid in a supposedly market rally. Don't believe this rally, guys. They had to get something going today. So once they got the light volume going, but here's your trend line for this one. And then if you want to, go back with a retrace, I mean, you could go back to the long term, that little pivot there, and take it all the way up, and that will give you some areas too. Yeah, maybe $25. If this thing breaks down, it's probably going to be $20 stock. If this area doesn't hold right around the $30, you're going to be in trouble on this one. So, yeah, Momo, no. How about that? Let's see, spam. Yeah, spamming chart guys. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. No one bothers me, guys. If you want to go with chart guys, go with chart guys. If you want to go with someone else, go with someone else. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of traders out there, a lot of different services out there. If you don't like my service, then that's fine. I'm still going to trade. I'm still going to do all the things I do. It's not going to stop me. Now, if he's up here talking a bunch of crap and spamming my feed, then I'll put him in timeout, but they're not hurting anything. Yeah, Michael, yeah, spammy chart guys. I don't know. I heard they're okay. I don't know. Check XCL. Let's look at the daily, monthly. Yeah, just chop it around. Nothing really to do. I know everyone's getting antsy with the longs. Here's your double top. Yeah, I mean, it's not weekly. It's a little extended. Let's see what a monthly is. Again, yeah, I need it. I need it a little bit more extended, guys. I like this chart setup. I like everything about it. I love the retrace. It's coming back down, but I would love one more push here, guys, before I started getting interested in shorting these names. Even on this trend line here, if that hits, you're going to look at $56 around in there, and that's just off triple top, upsloping trend line. It's coming off a little bit of a bull or a bearish pattern that's kind of failing. So, yeah, let's see if we get a little more on this one. I'm being real picky right now, guys. Unless the stock is tremendously overextended on the monthly chart, and then I got to really look at this stuff. Doesn't mean this thing can't come in, guys. It might, but double top. If it gets past that, you're going to go a little bit higher. So, and I've been in some of these trades where they just went a little bit higher and then a lot higher. And it's just like, damn. Even on a good level, they're freaking shaking us out. But EAP. EAP. Is that it? AEP. AEP. Close. Yeah, not yet. Remember, we got the triple top on this one, too. Around $80, $81. See if we get one more push. If we don't, we don't. Oh, well, we'll look at other stocks, so. Yeah, but no, I like what you're looking at. Like, you guys are paying attention, studying, double top, stuff like that. But let's see if we get that one little push, kind of like KO, where it pushed it above. Let's pull up KO. I don't even know, isn't that? Yeah, it's KO's trying, but see how they pushed it above that big line? Got more people on. It was like, oh, here we go. Went to the 50 even number, almost to the 51, and then, boom, we're shorting this thing. So, yeah, let's see what we get with that. Let's see if we could get, the breakout and then the fake out, and then it comes right back in. But Apple, guys, trying to make a charge again. So, remember, if we get another, $75 out of that one, I'm pulling off another half. So, and I'm going to have a quarter position. I'll hold the quarter. I would love just to have a quarter position to be in that one, to be honest with you. Because if the markets come in again, they're all coming in nasty again. But, I don't want to put any fear mongering in you guys. But yeah, Apple. Let's see if we get back to the 175. If we get back there, I will pull off the half, and then we'll be in a half position. Goes up a little bit more. I mean, I'm willing to hold a half position. I'm okay with that. It's a little bit bigger than I want to. But hey, what are you gonna do? Well, we'll see. Maybe I sell 3/4 of it, and I hold a quarter going into the holiday session. UAL. Yeah, UAL's coming down nice today. Now that one's been a beast, Carmela. But yeah, nice pullback today, though. So we added more on this one. Monthly chart, $72, guys. We got to get below this trend line, though. But, well, first step, I should say, Let's go to the weekly. First step, we got to get below the 91.37. So gosh, if we could close below that today, that would be wonderful. Nice reversal candle. Let's see where we close today. If we could get that close, below this green body here, get into the wick somehow. And God, if we could get below 90, that's another buck. I don't think we're going to do it unless the markets fall apart. But look at that. Stocks are green and this one's actually going down. So again, it's a little overdone to the upside. Right now, 86 would be the target on the weekly. But I think, we can easily come down to 79 and possibly lower. Yeah, we did add more on this one last week. So we're doing all right. A little bit upside down on this one still, but still don't have a 10% of my total portfolio in this position. So just another trade to me. But yeah, Carmela, yeah, if you're short in this one, or you probably have puts, just make sure you got some time on these. Especially, I would go January. It doesn't mean this thing won't go straight down, but I think it's a lot of stocks are just going to kind of chop around during December, unless we get a massive sell-off or even a push-up. If we get a push-up, everything will go up. If we get a push down on the SPY and all that stuff, we're going to go down. It's a market trade right now, guys. Go AZ. Yeah, right. If we all scream at the monitors at once, go down, you SOB. Maybe it will listen. God, we had a nice pullback there, and then they bounced it right back up. But guys, light volume names. That's the crap these names do. So that's what you got to watch for with AZO. We are playing the monthly chart, so we're holding that one, and then just going with the flow. Not going to really worry about it. And Tilray just can't catch a flipping bid today. Unbelievable. But anyways, Zillow, gap to retrace. Let's see, Zillow. Wow. Look at that. Bouncing up. Go, Zillow, go. I mean, this is, yeah, you got first area be 33. If you get above 33 and 20 MA, yeah, then we could probably go to gap fill. But market's got to keep grinding higher. If market starts selling off again, this will not be going to gap fill. First area, though, too, would be about 36.45. I'd even play the 35 even number just for that. This is a daily chart. Let's take this fib out. I want to do a little more of a short-term fib, guys, if you're looking for a short-term trade like this. Yeah, so you're into resistance right now. 20 MA will be the next area. If you can't get above that, what is it, 33.24, the 20 MA, or even this candle, you start basing, then maybe higher. Right now, you got a nice couple-day bounce. If you're in this one long from this $26, $27 area, tighten the stops because you're starting to hit resistance here. Again, if the markets grind higher, this should grind higher. If the markets start to do nothing or go lower, this will chop or go lower. And it's getting a bounce. Let's go to the monthly. This is another one that there's beating the shit out of. So, but you are holding this area here, which is big too, the 31.20. We talked about that area too. Came right down, pierced it, hit 30, hit 27.50, almost to 25, and then boom, gets a nice bounce back. What are you asking? Gap to retrace? I mean, it could. Here's your big area. If you can't get above this 33 area, 33.24, then you're going to have problems. Again, markets go higher. This will possibly go higher. You did get a nice bounce, so a lot of technical traders buying down in the, 27.50 area, 28, 26, down anywhere in here. You get a, what is it, $6 bounce or so. They're going to start to sell right here. At least in my opinion, I would. You're in a stock from, say 27, and you're at 32 right now. You get a $5 bounce on a almost 33. That's a great trade, guys. Done. For me, I'd be done and on to the next one. Right here even. Or sell most of it, keep a quarter position, see if you could get it to run. If you're chasing it up here, then you got to get back above these MAs, at least to 20 and then higher. Remember, in a weak stance, you're below all the MAs. That's never good. Weak stance on the weekly chart, but you are stretched. So that's the only thing you got really going right now, is that you are stretched from the 20 MA. So it could start to, build some pressure and move higher. So That's what you're going to have to look at on that. So, but it's not bad. You know, it's a beat down name. This thing was $65. It's half of it. You know, just remember, you gotta just keep grinding. If it just comes back, then you're probably going to retest the lows. Just be careful with that one. Let's see, in a triangle right now, range now. Yeah, see lower. Which one, Mark? Oh, AMD. Yeah, AMD maybe. We'll have to see with that one. No, I did not buy any puts today. All right, hold on a second. I'm not sure what stock you're talking about, Mark. In a triangle range right now, see lower. If that's AMD, it's got to be matched up with the overall, yeah, with the overall markets. But it is down sideways in this lower range. I would think it's setting up for lower prices, but markets stay light volume going into Christmas and Hanukkah and all the holidays. This thing will most likely grind. You know, people are trying to buy the dip right now. And if the markets start to go dead, then you're going to get that bid. You're going to catch that bid. Yeah, JCP, right? JC, it is grinding, isn't it? It's grinding though today, right? Yeah, there. It's up 3%, but it is grinding, and I like what I'm seeing on the charts here. So I think we could grind to 178 and then possibly this 50 MA. But again, we got to just like what I've been talking about. We got to recapture the 20 MA. We got to get over this pivot around $2. We get that, and we could possibly go to this high pivot right here around the 265 and the 50 MA, and then we go from there. I mean, for all I know, we stay in this range and we drop even lower. I mean, you're at $1.35. You gotta give this one a shot, but play it as a option play, guys. Like it's going to zero. If you're gonna take shares, risk $1,000, buy 900 or 800 shares. You get $1 or $2 out of it. Get out. Don't be sitting in that thing. Let it come right back down. Take your money. Gotta go a little bit. Let's see here. I'm shorted for now. Thanks for the input, man. Yeah. All right. Are you short AMD right now? If you're short, hold on to it. Just know that we're in the Santa Claus rally, guys. We could go up. Yeah. Hello, Santa rally. Yeah. Is that live? Yeah. I don't know yet. I got to see more on the charts if they're going to push this thing up. For all I know, tomorrow we could be down another 500 and we're tanking again. So. Thanks, John. No problem, Leo. Did you buy any puts today? Nope, no puts today. Hello, John. Hey, fan. What's going on, bud? Your service is very good. Thanks, guys. Hey, man, I try to keep it cheap. You know, I'm doing this live stuff. Or no, inexpensive. Don't say cheap, then people think it's cheap. It's inexpensive, guys. Andy, NVIDIA breaking out just when you think a stock is turd. I wouldn't say breaking out. I would say people are trying to buy the damn dip at this 145 level. And this is a good level of support. I still think we're going a little bit lower, though. I mean, it doesn't rule out we bounce back up to 200 and then come back in. If it bounces back up to 200, then we're going to look for areas to short. If it keeps going up, starts bouncing. I mean, if you're going to buy NVIDIA, you got to buy. I mean, of course, after the fact that this looked like the good area. But if you want to buy NVIDIA, buy here. If it gets below the 145, then you got to exit. It's most likely going to 115. If you want to try to catch these bounces, then try to catch them. Maybe buy some calls, December 21st calls, or maybe go into January calls. Because we could go up during December, January, guys. I just don't I don't see it yet. I mean, we could. I mean, we're starting now. This could be the beginning of it. But then so be it. Then I wait for higher prices for all these things and I short. That's how I'm going to have to play this. Let's see here. I think it's a stock is a turd. It's not. No, I think it is a turd. I mean, you go straight up and you just wiped out pretty much a year and a half's gains in a couple weeks. Should have never been up here. Yeah, I'm sure they make good components or whatever the hell they make, the chips or whatever, but you get a stock like this that goes straight up, it's going to go straight down, and look what it's doing. I still think we're going to be down at $100 when it's all said and done. So if you're long this one, you get that 20, 30 point rally, get the hell out, because I think it's going to lead to lower prices. So if you guys want to start going long stocks, that's great too. Just make sure they're the right positions, and just be ready if they turn and come in. I think the next wave of selling is going to be even nastier, guys. But that's me. You know what? I'm I had a great year, guys. I'm going slow and steady. I have a lot of new members on board, and we're just gonna go. I'm not hopping in things because Nvidia, I think it's low. Yeah, it's coming in a great support down in here at 150, but man, doesn't mean it could bounce. This bounce can lead to more selling. I mean, we're down in this lower range till we start breaking 170 and we fill this gap at 164ish area, or even get above this gap window here at 161. We're still in the lower range trying, this thing's holding on for dear life right now. A little bit stretched from the MAs, like I always talk about, even on the daily, even on the weekly. I mean, it's looking good, let me tell you, for an up move. But, I guess, gosh, this is where they get you, though, guys. You get the big rally today. Everyone's happy. Thanksgiving was a good 4-day weekend. Ooh, saw your family or went out of town, maybe did a little vacation. Everyone's excited and everyone's starting to get complacent. Oh, here we go. This has got to be it. And the next thing you know, we're dumping out to 116. It's like, damn, all I had to do was wait a little bit. Again, I'd rather wait for the retrace and short than hop on this after, a $15, $16 bounce. I know it was once 280 at one point, but and then that's the allure of getting into this. But it was almost 300. It's at 150. That's cheap. No, cheap is $80. Cheap is $60. That's cheap. That's cheap down here at this when we blast it off. Cheap down here at these double bottoms at 96. I mean, it's not bad. Again, just like Apple, if you want to take it, just know that 170 or so, 169, you got to cut it. This one, if you start getting below 145, you're going to have to cut it. Next area of protection is 134. If it holds 134, then you might be all right. If not, then just make sure you got more to add around 120. I love this area, guys. And it might even pierce and bounce back up, but that's a pretty good area down there. UAL, June, and March puts. Yeah, so you got time on those. You're good with those. All right, let's see here. COL is at all-time highs. All right, let's look at that. See, these are the ones I'd look at. Yeah, see it retraced up, though. Let's see what the monthly looks at. Yeah, see, monthly, not. Let's see if this thing can blast to 150. Great. I like what you're looking at, but it came right down. Right in here would have been the spot to short it when it was 142. Goes to 125, you're done. Comes right back up. Let's see if we get the 150, 155. You put that one on your radar. Because we're not really stretched from the 20 MA. We kissed it already and we got the bounce. Let's see if they can make one more push. And this is a pretty good bullish pattern holding above the 20 MA. Let's see if we get higher prices on this one. Let's see if we can get that 150, 155 mark. We get there, then we'll see how far we're stretched from the 20 MA. Let's look at the weekly. Just want to see how. Yeah, weekly's not as good, but still not bad. I love the double top. It didn't go through, but let's see if we get that at 150. I mean, if you have to short this one, it's not a bad setup, but just know that could go to 150, so you have some left in the tank. So you can at least average out your price to 144, 145, or even 146 if you're doing it right here. I like that. I like what you're looking at on that one, Leo. On Netflix, if you don't mind. Nope, not at all. Netflix. We talked about the 271 area. That's pretty good support. It's got to get back above there before this thing starts rolling again. If it can't capture that and just starts chopping around down in this area, then you're looking at 235. And if that doesn't hold, markets start to dump. Guys, you're looking at 200, 191, and then 170 where the 200 MA is. That's if the whole market starts to fall apart and everything's bombing. Bottom line, though, for the bulls, you got to recapture 271.23 and then hold this 250 double bottom area. So let's look at the daily. Let's see what it's doing. I mean, people are trying to buy the dip on this. Look at that. We get to buy the dip and then boom, right in there, just more selling. We are stretched from the 20 MA, just like we're stretched from the top. This time we're stretched at the bottom. It just all depends on the markets, guys. It sucks. Believe me, I want to just say, guys, everyone go long. Just do it. I mean, if you're going long, like I said, just if it starts cracking 250, you got to get the hell out because it's going to go lower. Markets start dumping. You got to really have strict stops on these plays because if the markets start bombing, you don't want to wake up to an 800 down point down day on the Dow, and markets are tanking, because that's what you get in days like this, in markets like this. Next thing you know, you're getting whooped. And I'd rather have it go up and then short into the buying. That's right now. That's kind of the trend. Don't if you don't catch the rip or the dip, then you wait for the rip and then you short the rips. Yeah, gosh, and just think we were short right here, guys. We took like $5-6 off that trade. Yay. But that's okay. What are you gonna do? AMD looks like a symmetric triangle. Yeah, it's starting to. Yeah, that's pretty much boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Right now, you're kind of in the middle at the 50% range. So let's see if it's going up. If you want to do a short-term retrace from that top to that bottom, actually, you're at the 618. So from this top to that bottom, you're at the 618, but you're still trying to hold the 20 MA. It's looking pretty good. This one goes up a little higher, looking $20 and 21.20, or the high part of the trend line. You take that out, then you're probably going to gap fill. But until that gets taken out, there, for me at least in this one, we were short this one. We got paid, and that was it. We got out. I'm not gonna. I'm done. I was getting the beat down while it was going up, and then right as soon as I get down, I took my money and said, "See you later." No position in AMD right now. So that's it with that one. Yeah, but no, it definitely is a triangle. Let's see which way it's going to go. It's going to break up or it's going to break down. Right now, it's pretty much in the middle of range. Chopping around. Down here would have been a spot to buy, of course, after the fact, and then here too. But, you're getting that bounce from 16 to 20. Or even here, you should have been out right there. You get that 5-6 day bounce, boom, out. Don't even mess around. And then it comes right back in. And again, guys, SPY and everything needs to keep going for all this stuff to keep going higher, period. AMD looks like a symmetrical triangle. Yep. Amazon bull flag. I'm looking at the daily. All right, let's take a look at Amazon. Not really. I mean, this is more down. This is more just choppy. You're down, you're consolidating sideways, you're trying to get above this gap fill or gap window and then come to fill the gap. 1600 is the big area for this, 1608. If you can get above that, then you're probably going to rally a little bit higher. How much? I mean, actually, you could probably rally to 1740 up into this area. You start getting up into 1700, 1740, 1760. Gap fill around 1713, you're going to have big resistance up here. So will we make it there? Maybe. If the markets stay light volume, just grinding higher, then yeah, possibly. But nice little rally on this one right today. I mean, we're up almost 5%, not a huge deal. But made a little bit of a tail up here and stalling out. But, markets went up. What'd this do? See how that's going up all day? Let's look at the SPY. That's the same chart, guys. Facebook. Same chart, guys. Let's look at Cat. I don't know what Cat's doing. Almost the same chart. Tesla. Pretty much just grinding. So, markets grind. Everything should grind. Even NVIDIA's up now. Let's see. What else is going on? Yeah, so no, not a bullish flag there. You're pretty much consolidating in the lower range on Amazon, and it's pretty much following what the SPY's doing. SPY's up, this will be up. SPY down, this down. So, but we still got to get above these areas here. Let's pull this back a little bit more. So from that high to that low, there's your retrace, 382. Next big area. Next big area for me is like, 1700 to 1760. See what it does in this area. Right now, still in a weak stance, below the MAs, trying to make a run for the roses. But downside, remember, down sideways. Made a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, etc. Did we get another short-term retrace, led to more selling? Possibly. Could this go up another $150? Sure. But right now, we try to catch these intraday moves. I think we caught $6-7 on this one today. And it went up another 50. You know how it goes. But for me, I take the money, guys. Thank you. See you again, Amazon. We'll make some more money on that. And then we hopped into Apple long, made some money on that, and now we're back in the money on that one. So that's how we do it. Yep, shorted AMD till December 14th. All right. Remember, guys, if the markets stay slow, all this crap can go higher. Look at X. Yeah, we looked at X. Same thing. As long as it's, yeah, look at that. You're right at the lows. Look out. That doesn't hold. You're going low, a lot lower. Not a lot lower, but we talked about this one earlier. Looking at probably $22.50, $20, and an $18.56. This 2200 MA's got to hold this thing. But look at that. Boom, comes right back in. Right back in the double bottom. Do we get another bounce? Maybe. We got to see more on the charts. Right now, though, when you get a short-term retrace led to more selling like that, usually that will lead to lower prices. But markets stay buoyant and slow, this could catch a bid off that area. You know, if you're trying to short this thing and it stays above the 25 area, then you might think about taking that off. But if you cut through that 25 area and close below the 200 MA on a weekly close, then we're probably going to 20 and then 18. Double bottom. And then maybe even lower on this one. Just be careful. It's in a weak stance. Let's see what the monthly looks like. Monthly, I think, is just chopping around. Yeah, you're in this lower range. Look at that down sideways. Trying to hold these. Yeah, just be careful with this one. Easily 19, 20 bucks. And if it really starts to come in again, you're probably looking at 15 and 10 bucks. And they're just, look at that, they're just shaking and baking this one. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So just be careful with X. Right now, though, it is in a bad area for a buy. That's if the markets hold up strong. If the markets start to sell, this one will go lower. So you got to line everything up with the markets, guys. That's it. Short it. Look at it. Really enjoy your food. Yeah, no problem, Mark. Hey, everybody. Thanks, everybody, for coming by, watching my videos. This is why I do them. Guys, we might find the next best trade on here. Never know. Believe me, I'm looking. I want to, I'm like you guys. I'm always itchy. Let's get in another one. Let's get in another one. But now it's just like, guys, there's been members with me from the beginning of the year. I think February were my first members. And, if you're doing a lot of my trades, you guys are killing it. You guys are doing pretty good. And then Goose, I was watching Goose again. Damn it. Came right back in, guys. That's another one I was keeping an eye on. So that's why it's like, I want to see him come up a little bit more. I mean, we came up to this line right here, 68.80. Wasn't bad. Damn, dropped again though. I'm really, this is still coming down, but man, I would have liked to seen 70, the Pierce to 70. Didn't make it. Oh well. This thing's dropping like a bomb right now. Not a bomb, but not looking good. Let's see if it can hold it up here at the 60-minute chart. You got some pretty good support right around 66.88. See if that holds. So let's see. Hi, John. Can you also have a live audio version link? I work and can't watch on YouTube. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to I don't have the link, but I'm going to put it on my website more. I haven't done live sessions in a while. I just started doing them about a month ago or so, a couple weeks back. And yeah, I'm going to put a link on there. Yeah, on the audio version. I don't know if there's just an audio version. I'm not really sure, Rick. But I can you also have a live audio version link? I don't know if I could have that. If I can, let me know. Or you can just plug it in and listen to it. Yeah, you know what? That's a good question, Rick. I'll have to look into that. If anybody knows if I could have just an audio version, but what I can do, I can link it up to my website. And when you go on there as a member and log in, you can have a link there and you can listen to it on there. You won't get the audio. You could click on it, but just probably shut the window and let it go if you're at work, man. So yeah, and do something like that. But yeah, I don't know if I could just do an audio version and have a link to it. I'm not really sure with that one. It's rare stocks drop more than 50%. Big stocks, I mean, yeah, but it's not really. When the markets are coming in, it's not that rare. I mean, you get Apple. A lot of these stocks. Remember when Apple hit 700 and went straight to 350? It's not that rare. When the markets are dumping, you get moves like this. You don't really have it now. I think here was it 700 there. Was it? Yeah, I think it was 700 here. The next thing you're at 50 bucks. I mean, even Apple gets a haircut. Apple goes to 133, goes back to 90. Apple's getting a haircut now. I still think Apple's going to be around 130. And the markets sell, they're all coming down. I don't care what name it is, 50% or more. Amazon will be down 50%. They'll all be 50%. And it's not, and looking at the other way, Andy, is it normal for a stock to move from, 54 bucks to $233 in a couple of years? So that's what people don't look at. They'll all, the bear side, oh, there's no way it's coming back 50%. But it's 100%. There is a way that this thing can move up 700%. But if a stock moves up 700, it's okay. It's like, oh, that's normal, which is it's not normal. And then when a stock pulls back 50%, well, that can't do that. Well, it actually can. And especially look at the yearlies on these. You can see a little bit how stupid these things are. There's your Apple stock, there's your Apple. There's your Nvidia. I mean, just look at everything. Amazon. Your yearly pretty much paints the picture on these. Just unhealthy moves straight up. Everything just moves straight up. BA. Where's BA? BA, same thing. That's a massive monthly topping tail too. BA retraces, guys. We're going to be short in this one. Period. And that's that. So that's something to look at on there. So, yeah, yeah. I mean, it is rare, but they do. And big stocks too. That's the thing. You got to watch out. Anything's possible. It's the stock market. Can you one day make a detailed video about selling up Fibos and explaining more of the pivot setups? Still a bit confusing as what pivots to use. Yeah, it takes about 11 years to get the experience, bud. So, and it's not something you're going to learn in a week, in a month, in a year. It takes years to learn this stuff and years to look at this and years to, make a decision. Hey, do we short? Do we go long? There's you just don't look at one thing. Apple's doing pretty good, guys. So if we start pushing 174, we're going to sell half of the position again. Okay. So now you guys should have made a little more money on this, at least, almost $1 every time. So this will be the third time we take $1 off. So if you got 1,000 shares in this one each time you're making 500. So 1,500. This thing pulls back. Now you have a half position. Say whatever your average price is at 173, just to say. And then you should be all right. Even if it comes back down to 170 and you got 500 shares, that's 1,500. You'll be a break even again. This just makes the trade a little bit easier. But see how the SPY and everything's catching a little bit of a bid now? And now this is going up too. Yay. So if you're an Apple, get ready to chisel some off. Maybe we just hold a quarter position and roll with it. I just want to wake up in the morning and we get butt slapped. Let's see. All right. Why don't you put a what now? Why don't you put a shit on money into RHT or ISA? They're going getting bought out, so no risk. Oh, I'm not playing those. RHT hasn't done nothing since they've been bought out. Straight up and nothing. No, I don't. I mean, right now it's just nah. It's going up again, great, but yeah, I'm not. See how it did nothing basically. But look what happened. Goes into the 20 MA on the daily, and look, it's pushing it higher. But yeah, no, I don't do anything with those. So no risk. Yeah, it's dead money if you ask me. I mean, yeah, they're starting to push up now, but yeah, they're not really doing nothing. There, that would have been the money right there. And done. Pop and done. C leg lower on AMD. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, again, though, guys, everything's going to be lined up with the markets. Markets go higher. This could go higher, period. See how the markets are grinding higher now? AMD's trying. Apple's trying. We're at 173.86 on Apple, guys. So you know what to do if it goes up a little higher. All right, let's see here. Take a look at when it broke the trend line channel, coming into resistance at the 50 MA at the 144. Let's see here. When. Yeah, Win had a great bounce. We caught that thing at the low. We got our buck or two, and then it just took off. Now, what are you asking now? Let's see. Take a look at when it broke down trend channel, coming into resistance at the 50 MA and the is that the 10-minute chart? Daily. Okay, yep. Yeah, you got a lot of resistance right there. You got the high pivot there as well at 114, and you got 114.31. Yeah, it did make a low. Look at that, how they brought it back in, came back in, and I'm making it easy for anybody here. But, man, I wish we would have held on to some of those when this thing popped. Came back in. That was your second chance of getting in. Dipped again. Here's your third chance. Yeah, not bad. But, again, win. Coming off a high pivot in a downward trend right now till we get back above the 50 MA and these high pivots, even this high pivot around 120. We're down at the lower end, just chopping around now. Weekly chart. Weekly chart, same thing, down sideways, you know, and trying to pop. You know, if it can't get above 115 is your first area. Second area is the 120 area, or 118 with the 200 MA. Right now, though, not 144. I don't know if we're going that high. Markets continue higher, guys. These will grind. If you're in long trades on these, not bad. You start getting to 118, 120, you got to start tightening that stop. This thing comes back around, comes right back in, and you got to watch gap fill around 105. You want to take this one long? Great. If you get back below 105 and then 100, you're going to have to stop out. Markets start bombing, you're going to have to get out. If the markets continue to grind through Christmas, these will all be higher. So if you want to try to do one of these trades and hop in, great. Just know where your stop out is. All right. You know, because the SPY, you know, that's what we're really looking at right now. SPY's got to keep going. It's got to get above 270, then to 275. You know, and we can grind. I just don't want to just hop into this crap thinking, oh man, here we go. We haven't even gotten to this part yet, this lower trend line at 268. We're still down sideways. Still not out of the woods, guys. We can easily gap down tomorrow, just like we did half day Friday and end up at the lows again. This was another good area for a bounce. These guys are trying to bounce this thing and bring it down. All right, guys, let's see here. All right, keep an eye on Apple. If you're in this trade long with me, let's see where we're at. We'll go back to some of these other ones, guys. I gotta keep an eye on these, on this one here. You know, until we keep going. I mean, everything's catching a pretty good bid right now. SPY, the IWM is ripping higher a little bit, but yeah, I mean, if we continue higher, you know, as we got that pop. See how we got the pop, and now, you know, 173.83 is a little bit of resistance. So we're chopping around right there. If we could get above, this. We still got a minute and 15 seconds on this candle. Let's see where we close. All right. Take a look at Win. Yeah, Win. If you want to go, guys, if you want to go long on these, take them. Just know when you got to stop out. Go smaller position so you can have a little wider stop to add more. again, the markets have to keep going higher for all these stocks to go higher. I know everyone wants to buy Facebook. They want to buy Tesla's still up high, so that's why I'm not going to worry about too much. Amazon bought, the dip. You're 400, 500 points off the all-time high. BA almost 100 points off the all-time high. Even Apple, what are we? 40 points off, 50 points off the all-time high. Everyone's like, I gotta buy. If you buy, just go small. I have no problem with going long here. Just go smaller. I got to see more on the SPY. I got to see what's going on. So we could definitely, with the way the markets are up and down every day, I just can't. I got to see more footing on the major indexes before I do anything, or something obvious like Apple might have a little bottoming tail here. If it retraces one more time, that's where we hop on. Stuff like that. What do you think of puts on AET? AET. Yeah, you know what? Let's see here. Yeah, I don't mind it. The only problem is going into the Christmas holiday. If you have to do puts on a name like this, just go out a couple months, buy yourself some time. At least in the January. I'd even go into February. Just make sure. I like the setup here. We're not too far stretched yet. I'd like to see 225, 230, but it's starting to really look good here, guys. So just yeah, if you want to buy them, just go out a couple months. It is a monthly chart play, maybe even Marches, guys. But the market's got to totally, completely fall apart, and then this one will come down sold. Excuse me, guys. I'm just trying to, trying to type. All right, take a look at win. Yeah, that's no problem. We just had, I'm short with shares on this one. So that's how I'm playing this name. So I started adding a position last week, I believe it was, on the 14th. And if it goes up a little bit more, I'm ready to add more. So even if you do a put, do one contract. And then knowing that you might have to add another one. All right, just play it like that, guys. Slow and steady with these guys. Slow and steady. All right. YouTube has a payment plan that allows the users to listen without the video playing. A few bucks a month. Okay, there you go. So let's see here. Yeah, so if you're looking for the audio on YouTube, so I guess SKW is saying that YouTube has a payment plan that allows to listen to without the video playing. A few bucks more a month. Okay. Marcos, roofing supply, short-term put, BECN. Excuse me, guys. Nah, not yet. Short-term put, maybe around 41 bucks, 40 bucks. Let it go up a little bit more. Yeah, not yet. Let's see if you could get up there. If it can't get above this 34 area, then yes. But if it gets above the 34, then I would wait for 35, 45. Let's see this one here. Let's see this pivot. Yeah, 35 or 37. It could hold up with the markets here. Guys, if you're in the Apple trade with me, I sold half. So now I'm only in a half position here. I don't mind holding a half position. So if I hold it throughout tomorrow, maybe into Wednesday, I only have half position. So it's half the risk. All right. Yeah, the BECN. Yeah, I mean, you got a nice bounce. I'm not sure if it was on earnings. It held the $25 area. You're back above the 50 MA, so it's getting in a stronger stance. Doesn't mean this thing could just come right back down, but with the markets being light volume and just grinding, I would wait a little bit higher. I would even wait for 42 or 4 in this area here on the daily, looking for short term, boom, put. But let's see what it does if it grinds higher. Right now, just 2 big green candles, usually leading to higher prices, just like 2 big red candles down will lead to lower prices. So, but holding the 50% retrace, excuse me, guys. Let's see if we get a little bit more on this one. So Marcos, yeah, that's a tough one. If they had earnings right now, I'm not sure, but they had something going on to pop this thing up. Let's see if we get a little bit higher. I like this area here. That would be for me. I mean, you're beat down on this one a little bit. You're getting short of a short-term bounce, and let's see if it can lead to another selling. I like it up in here around the 200 MA. Hold on, guys. I want to get another drink of water here. Would you do something with LANC concerning low volume? LANC. God, 52. I like that though. Let's see what the monthly looks like. Ooh, wow. Yeah, that light volume sucks. Damn. This is like an AZO play. Let's see if we could get to 200. It gets to 200, we'll take a short there. It might be tough with puts. With shares, it might even be a little bit tough. Even if you took 100 shares short, though, it might not even allow you to short it. But great uptrend, starting to get stretched. See how it was stretched from the 20 MA here, how it came right back in. Look at that stretch job, guys. Wow. If you wanted to go a little bit right here, if you can, do it. Knowing that you can still go to 200, 220. Check on earnings on this one too, guys. Leo, check earnings on that one. But yeah, I love that one. Look at that. Look at that. Well, let's go back. Hold on. Just in case it was up here at one point. Look at that, 1970s. But look at that, guys. That's unhealthy. When a stock moves from 26 to 185, no one's going, oh my God, there's no way it can go higher. But when a stock's getting smashed and down 50%, everyone starts, well, there's no way it could go lower than that. It's NVIDIA or it's Apple. Next thing you know, it's lower. But no one could tell you, there's no way a stock could go from 27 to 85. That's fine. So, this is another one, guys. Want to start picking on this one? I don't have a problem. Just you got to have at least a $20, $30 stop on it. So if you do it, start with a quarter position so you can handle that far of a stop. If it starts hitting 200 from 185, then you add. If it goes to 215, you add again. You get right at average price around 200, knowing that your price target's around 150, 134. So you still make about 50 bucks on the trade. If you average it in like that. If you go all in right here, it goes to 200, you're going to almost have to stop out. So at least if you're doing a $10,000 position, going with 2,500. Maybe at 195, another 2,500. Goes up to 205, another 2,500. Goes to 215, another 2,500. Your average price will be right around 200, knowing that your target price is 134. You're going to have to marry this one maybe for a little while, but God, love it. Love the chart right there for a short. Just don't like the light volume name. So Apple's holding up, guys. Trying to catch another bid. Let's see. Hold on here. Hey, John. What do you think about momentum plays like any today? Let's look at any. Gosh, it's got some volume today. I rarely play these. Are they getting some news or something like that? I mean, if you're looking at this, look what just happened here. We just pretty much filled the gap today. I mean, it just missed it. That could be all the momentum it has. You came to gap window down in here. That's the next area. I mean, if you could get above 880, then yeah, you could probably shoot up to maybe 20 bucks. But yeah, I think, I mean, maybe it goes higher, but for me, you just hit major resistance up in here. You hit the double top at $7. I think they're just getting more people on board to slap them in the face. Maybe. I don't know what this stock is. Maybe more news comes out. But big area here, you got to stay above the 200 MA. You got to start getting above the gap window. Then you got to come back up and get above this gap and actually fill it. Let's see. Close 880. What's the high? Yeah, so it hasn't filled the gap yet. So maybe it does come up the gap. And then of course $10 would be it, then 12.50, then 15, 17.50, then 20. This is where you broke down. This is where a lot of bag holders are right here. But for me, I can't play these. Next thing you know, it's a $2 stock again. This would have been the move down here. But if you're down here from $2, $3, take something off the table up here. You know, now play with the house money basically. But yeah, I mean, they brought this thing right up, right back in. Let's look at the 10-minute. Yeah, you got something going on here. Just be careful. So you came back in, they retraced it, went right back up, and then they're doing it again. Everyone who missed this move, oh man, then they oh, here it goes again. Now they're even bringing it down again. So you know you have big resistance up in this area. Just be careful with this name. And he looks like a penny stock. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure what it is. Just be careful, Natalie, with those. Yeah, because I mean, they could slam it right back down to $2. Someone's controlling this. Someone's making it go up and down. Volume came in, whether it's news or whatever. Just be careful. Go small. If you got to play with this one, go small. Let's see here. Would like to go long. Shares around 28. They bought out about 65% of the competition last year. BECN. Yeah. All right, let's look at that. Yeah, I mean, if it comes back in, yeah, I mean, yeah, if it comes back down, sure. I mean, I think at maybe 23.01, if this thing really starts to come in, markets start to dump and everything, it could damn well be a $25 stock again. Yeah, if you want it, yeah, Marcos, that would be your play if you want to go long. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, because you know what, right now we're in the resistance. Again, if it comes up, goes back down, this is your area right here to buy. $26. Even 28's not bad, the 20 MA. But if it pierces through that, look for 27, 26. If it goes through $25, you're going to have to get the hell out and let it go lower and then get back in. But yeah, if you want to buy this more of a long-term play, yeah, let it come down. And if it doesn't, great. Let it go up. And then we'll be looking for areas to short. We'll short it. And then we're looking for areas to buy the bounce then. So we'll make money on the short side. Buying it here, just a little bit too much for me. I think a lot of people are starting to take profits, and if it gets that little more pop, the guys who bought at 25, 26, they're going to start dumping. And the next thing you know, you'll be at 28 again, and you could be buying it again. So yeah, Marcos, just hold off on that one. If that's what they did with all the competition, that's fine. But yeah, Natalie, yeah, it is all over the place, so just stay away from that one right now. OKTA. I think we looked at this one last week. Retracing again. Nice bounce. Gosh, the market stay buoyant. This one's going to stay like this. It's going to go higher. I'd rather wait. I mean, see how the markets are selling? It's pretty much reacting with the market. Let's see what the monthly looks like again. Yeah, monthly, you're still high flying. Let's see what the weekly looks like. Yeah, weekly. This could be another one of those short-term retraces led to more selling, guys. So just be careful. If you have to buy this one, if you want to go long, just know that, if you start getting below $50, you're going to have to get out. It's a $5 stop right now, so maybe take a half position. You got to still get back over the 382 before this goes higher. So now, though, what I'm looking at is down sideways, just chopping around. Caught some footing here. So that was a little bit of a beatdown day, maybe some earnings play or something. But watch for earnings too. But again, guys, if you want to go long these stocks, you got to just know where to exit, because if we get slammed again on the downside, it's going to get nasty. But holiday season and play, guys, Santa Claus rally. So Amar, yeah, this is a tough one. You got the nice bounce. You're holding the $50 area. Just beware that markets go up, these will go up. Markets go down, they're going down. So, you start getting a bloodbath on the SPY and everything, and you're trying to go long, you're going to have to exit these long trades, period. But, you start recapturing moving averages and stuff. And you're looking a little better on this one. You held the 200, you're going for the 20. This could be the end of the road right here. Let's go a short-term retrace on this one. This low to this high. Yeah, you're into the 618 too. So that this could be the end of the road here. Big bar is right here. You got to get above 57.47 before we get the 60 here. If you can't get above this big red bar or the 20 MA or the 618, then you're going to have some trouble here. You might be stalling out. It's telling you 42 to 55. That's a hell of a bounce. A lot of people, a lot of guys like me are already starting to take profits out of this thing. If you went long, we didn't take this one long, but I'm just saying, if you're in this trade from 42 to 52, shit, start taking the money. That's a great trade. This one goes a little higher, we'll be looking at going short again. So that's OKTA. Yeah, so that one, it's not doing much, trying to hold the 200 MA. Got to line it all up with the SPY and everything. SPY's bouncing. Pretty much everything's bouncing, guys. Almost everything. AZO's coming in again, though, guys. Don't worry, though. It's going to be up 50 tomorrow. So, just turn that one off. We'll look at that one in about a month. So, Leo, thanks, bud. And he looks like a penny stock. Yeah, they're getting some news or something like that. So just be careful with that one. OKTA for Amar. Not much to do. You got the bounce. If you're in it from there, just tighten the stops. If you get back below the 50 number and the 200 MA and start coming in, you might be going right back to double bottom. Market sell. That's probably where you're going. So just be careful, anything, okay, with longs. If longs, I don't mind it. Just trail the stop and keep riding it up. If you wake up to a 500 gap down day, you're going to be in trouble. If you wake up to a 500 up day, even better. Start taking profits. I just got to get direction in these markets, guys. Right now, they're just chopping up and down. Yeah, it's looking great today. We're up 345 on the Dow. Woo, every big rally, this and that. But you know what's been going on. Every rally leads to more selling. So just be careful. Hi, John, WMT for a quick long trade. WMT. Gosh, if you have to, I see what you're looking at. I don't mind it, but if you got to go long, if you get below 93 and 93 area, then you got to get the hell out because we're going to go fill this gap. So if you want to go long here, that's fine. We did fill the gap. We're holding that today, the gap from on Friday. Bottom line, you got to fill this gap here at 96.79 and then start hitting these moving averages. If you can't get above gap fill or this 50 MA and it just starts chopping around down here, then most likely it's going to set up for lower prices. You got down, you got sideways action. You're holding this area pretty good. Just keep the stops tight. I'm not going long, but if you want to take these things long, I still think more pain ahead. That's me. But yeah, it's not bad down in here. We're catching a bid. If you start getting below this line here, 94, 93, then you're going to have to, because you're going to most likely go to the 200 MA and then gap fill down here about $90. So know that you have a $5 loss, and you're probably looking for a $5 gain to 100, because once it gets to 100, you're going, and if you can't get through there, it's coming right back in. So right now it's $5 either way. It's not a bad option for because it is at the bottom here, but we've been chopping around for 4 days, so it could just chop, and then set up for lower prices. Again, though, if the SPY moves up, then you shouldn't have a problem with this thing going up. Sorry, guys, I don't know who it is. I'll worry about that later. But George, just be careful with this one. It is chopping around in the lower range. Yeah, calls from private caller. Let's see. I think I can shut that off. Yeah, so his beat down came flying down from the high pivot. But let's look at that. Let's look at the bigger time frames here. Yeah, I still think 88's in the cards. We retraced up to this high, couldn't hold it. I think it's coming right back in. But you're in an okay stance in the monthly. Let's look at the weekly says. Yeah, weekly you're holding some pretty good support. Yeah. You could give it a stab. I still think we're going lower, but if you get a short-term bounce, you get some money on it, pull it. Starts going lower, get the hell out. How about that, George? Yeah, it did fill the gap coming in on the daily. You could play it like that too. Play it like that. If you close below this gap and close below 94.86, and you got to think about this, and if it gets below 94.17 or this trend line, then you got to exit. In markets like this, I can't, if the SPY was rallying for the last 2 weeks, okay, going up, and Walmart was stalling down here, then I would say, yes, go long. because as the SPY is going, grinding higher, and you got stocks that aren't moving anywhere, those are the stocks you want to buy because they're lagging. If everything's lagging and everything's going up, you want to buy those laggers because eventually they won't be lagging. That's how you play the up move. And that's pretty much it, guys, on that. But again, if you want to take this trade, just know that, if 93 starts cracking, 92 area, you got to get the hell out because this gap's going to most likely be filled down here at 90. And if that gap's going to be filled, there's a couple more down a little bit lower. Just be careful. You want to wake up tomorrow. Everyone's getting excited now. I bought Apple. It's going up. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I bought Tesla. It's going up. And then tomorrow we're 500 down and everything's getting whacked again. And that's pretty much what they're doing. Like Tesla. Amazon. Damn, we almost had that at the lows. And I just when they were starting to flush a little bit, I just took the loss on the second half and said, hey, I'm not going to deal with that thing. Damn. Do you trade stocks like NBEV? Great company in health, beverage industry, CBD products coming from. Okay. Runs with Tilray. Yeah. No, I'll trade anything. I don't care what it is. If it's showing me a good chart setup, I'll trade it. But a lot of these things are on news, like Tilray, probably NBEV. So you got to watch out for the news. NB and if I could get the right symbol in. Some symbols I might not get. There might be Canada stocks. But yeah, this one I wouldn't touch. Let it come down. Unless they get news, then it will pop. We're in some Tilray calls off of earnings, getting a little bit beat up, but a couple calls that aren't going to kill us. If Tilray gets some good news one day, boom, we'll get paid. More of a spec play. Let's see here. NBEV, let's see. CBD products coming end of year. Okay. Well, then that might be one we might hold on then. But yeah, no, I haven't traded this one yet. You can see that it gets news, volume comes in, gets everybody up, brings it back down. This one it looks like it ran with Tilray when it was popping, and then right back down. So again, you're in this thing from $1.59 and you're not selling at $10. Choo. I would have been out a long time ago. I'm just looking at how far does this one go back. This one has some pops and drops before it came in. Yeah, these are hard to trade. These are all based on news. They get news, they fly. So, if you want to, every month you can take a spec play on it, buy one contract on a call. If it flies, you get paid. If not, then it dies, basically. Yeah, but yeah, no, I'll play anything. I don't care. I'm not in it, and yes, would go small. Yeah, exactly, Natalie. You got it. Go small. No problem, Amar. Thank you, George. No problem. Just fill the gap. Yeah, just on that Walmart. Just be ready. If we wake up to a huge gap down, then next thing you know, you're getting plowed. Because it is weak, coming off a high pivot, consolidating in the lower range. Usually that tells me 200 MAs in the cards, sooner than later. But if it retraces, again, I'm going to let them retrace, then I'm going to short. If they go down, then I'm going to buy them at a lower range. I'm not going to mess around. I'd rather have the retrace short. If it drops further, then I'll be looking for lows. Right now, it's just that we're not spying. Everything's got to be at the lows. Look at the volume that just came in on the SPY guys in the last couple candles. Someone's propping this turd up. Look at the volume in the last couple candles. Oh, because we closed. I was like, wait a minute here, we closed. All right, so Apple. I'm in a half position still in Apple. I honestly really don't like this, guys. Damn. I really don't. Yeah, guys. All right. If you're in the Apple trade with me, after hours, I got rid of a little bit more, guys. I'm only holding the quarter position. I was looking at it going, all right, 174.60, all right, and then I All of a sudden it's close. I'm like looking at the volume on the SPY going, what the hell's going on with the volume? Knowing that the markets are closed now. That's duh. But yeah, now I'm only in a quarter position of Apple. We had a couple good up and down moves on that. We went long on that one today, only holding a quarter position on that one now. So now if you're an Autodesk and if you did Apple, so that makes up for a little bit of the Autodesk trade. The Autodesk, I'm not, if that has to be a swing trade, I'm okay with that one. All right, let's see here. We'll go over a couple ones too. So markets are closed for the S&P 500. 2674 is good resistance level. So if it closes above 2600, does it mean it's heading for higher price? No, not really. It really doesn't. I have a delay on the SPX. But let's look at the SPX. So you're saying 2674. Yeah, I would even say I'd even say this low pivot at 2681 right in there if it could get above that, but you're still down, you're still sideways, and this thing is still doing the down, retrace, down, retrace, down. Do we retrace? Possibly. That's what they're kind of making everyone believe. Are we going to get this retrace, the Santa Claus rally? Will we go up? Maybe. What happens if we click down and we just stay in this range for 2-3 weeks? 20 MA starts curling. The 50 MA starts curling. It's the market still, guys. We still got to fill the gap here at 2690 till we get above, or 20. Actually, let's see. Closing 2690.73. Got to get above that still. This is the first step. We did get above the 2671 or 2670, but this is, daily close. I got to see more. That doesn't mean we just click and we go right back down to the lows. It's chopping around. We're still in this channel. Here's the channel right here. You can make a case that you got this now. You got that. We got back above it now. And you could say that this is the channel too from this low pivot. So now you're just kind of channeling. Still below the MA, still a little bit stretched from the 20. So could we go? Sure. But I got to see more than, we got 4 days down, just kind of chopping around. We got one green day. I got to see more than that, guys. That's it. Yeah, so it doesn't mean anything right now. It just means we're in the lower range. We did make a low. We made a higher low, so that's positive. But who's to say we just don't come down? We take this out. We're not out of it. We're not out of the woods yet, guys. I know wild cards going into the holidays, so we could bounce. You get these long candles inside bars. We're holding that pivot. It's looking good. But I got to see what we do this week. We only had 71 million on the SPY, 71 million. So volume's lightening up. That's the first step. We start getting 50 million, then yeah, maybe we could take some of these. We might miss a little bit of a bounce, but if we retrace back down, then we'll buy them for the bounce. That's what we're looking for too. So we're looking for a couple different things on these markets. Okay, so possible long LRCX if it can reach the 200 MA. On the weekly chart, let's see. LRCX. No. I like what you're looking at. The only problem is with this now. Now you're basing down here on a weekly chart. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks sideways above a 200 MA, which I love the 200 MA, but now we're so close and now we're basing in a bearish manner below the 50 and the 20. This could start to sell. If that does, this will be a bounce area, but I would look a little bit lower on this one, maybe 113.33 and possibly 104.82. Even 110's not bad. But when you start basing over a major support area, even the 618, this is setting up right now for lower prices. If you look at the overall pattern, you have a slight micro bullish pattern. Big area. If you close below 133.52, you're definitely going to 125. Okay, if it holds this inside bar green pattern, the low here, right around 133 or 134, then we could possibly go higher. So let's look at the daily. I want to see what the pattern looks like on daily. Yeah, even on this somewhat, you're down sideways. You're in a channel now, though, upper channel, lower channel down in here. But even this down sideways is trying to hold. This isn't bad. But yeah, we'll have to see how it reacts in the 200 MA. If the markets are getting plowed, this thing's going to go lower. I like the $104 area, and just buy it and hold it. But yeah, this thing's consolidating over the 200. That's usually setting up for lower prices. And even it should, if this thing starts to click and starts to rumble, it's going to blast right through here. I mean, you just got a gap. You got a lot. I love this area, but man, got to line this up with the markets. This thing dives into this area. Markets are remaining green and rallying. Yes, then we buy it there. There's a couple, other things you look for when you're buying stocks or shorting stocks. Okay. So B-Rabbit, yeah, be careful with this one. Not yet. I like what you're looking at. If you got to go long here, then have a stop at 133, knowing that it could go lower. But yeah, let's try to be patient. I love trading, guys, just like everybody else, but you got to be patient with these. Let's see here. Possible long. Today is a sucker Monday. Nothing changed over the week. Yeah, no, that's why, Carter, I went long Amazon, took a little bit of a profit. Gosh, they didn't swing it back on me. And I should have held strong. I had a little bit too big of a position in here, and that's why I chickened out. But when they started dumping it here, we got the 125. It was just like, you know what? I'm going to wait for 115, or 15 down here to see if it goes. We stopped out $1 out of the money. We took a couple bucks on this trade, but then it just took off. We hit it in a good area right in here. But just when they slung it back on me, I was just like, you know what? I'm not even taking a chance. I'll wait for lower prices here, maybe fill the gap, and then take it up from there. So they went up on me, went in there, went right to gap window here, guys. That's where it pretty much stalled out. You have gap fill up here at around 1,600. Let's see what it does tomorrow. SPY's pulling back a little bit. Maybe no China trade news, It's crazy. They did not close it above 76 for that. Was brutal manipulation. Yeah. Think you have a nice rest of your day. Oh, no problem, buddy. But yeah, so just watch out for this stuff. Let's go back to the IWM. I want to see what they did with this one here. So the IWM was up 1.61%. Still stalling out here. Had a great. This was a pretty good bullish pattern, then fell apart, held it up, came into the moving averages, held it up. Nice little bullish pattern, pops up at the end of the day. Maybe some shorts covering here. Didn't really tell us too much today. Daily chart. Let's look at the daily. Daily still in this lower range. They did get it above that trend line though, which was big. That was just a trend line from the 60-minute chart. Nothing great, but still below the MA, still in a weak stance. Let's look at the SPY real quick too. Is Apple pulling back out? Yeah, something's going on. We're 20 cents down on the SPY. Not that anything's going down. Let's see. Hold on. Oh yeah, $1.45. Woo! Good thing I sold half, guys. Wow. Yeah, something's up. Something's doing. So I'm only holding half position now in Apple, guys. Damn, look at that. Yeah, something's up with Apple. Let's see. Does something have earnings today that Apple has? Let's see. What's the headlines? Why is Apple dying again? Cracked TVIX crossing 177. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Apple right now, guys. If you're in this trade with me, if you want to just get the hell out, get out. I'm in half a position. I'm willing to hold this one, but I don't know what's happening with this one right now. God, yeah, Apple couldn't even get anything going either. Jeez. What happened? Yeah, there's a couple people saying what happened with it. But still, does that mean something? I don't know. If anybody knows, let's go. Let me know. Something told me to wait. Yeah, that's right. When it hit 174.60, guys, I took half of the half off. I'm not. That's why you can't mess around with these intraday trades. Make sure you go with half positions or quarter positions, and then it's not too bad. Let's see here. I'm not selling my Apple puts. Nope. Everything is down in after hours. Yeah, little bit. Apple's pulling back. It's up. It's only down $1.37 now. So we'll see again, guys. If the market stays buoyant and light volume, we will float probably the rest of the year. But until then, until I see something different, I'm not doing that much. Yeah, everything's down a little bit after hours. Nothing crazy. But we'll see what happens with this one. Let's see. Anything else, guys? You want me to look at anything else before I roll here? Just punch in the symbol. We'll take a look at stuff, and then we'll go from there. I'm just going back. Let me see here. Let's see. Yeah, JCP's trying gold. I could look at gold. Not too many, guys. I want to get out of here. I got to make some videos for you guys tonight. Yeah, gold I'm holding. Gold's good. We're in from about 111.80, so I'm in the driver's seat right now. I still think these these little shakeouts are just to get people out of gold before it really starts to go. Markets sell. This will come in. When markets really start to dump, this gold will start ripping heads off. So I'm a gold bull. I'm going to stick with my trade again. I'm in the driver's seat. Do you want to go long here? Maybe. I'm up already, a couple bucks on this trade. This isn't bad, but just if they shake you out like they did here. They shook a lot of people out here. When this thing was basing here, it was like, all right, here we go. And then they shook them out, brought it right back up. The people sold here, bought back up here. Now they're losing their average on this one. But, as long as we're making the higher lows, we'll be all right with this one. I think at least. Now, I'm in a driver's seat, so I could either way, I could care less. But I still think we're going to 120-ish area, 123. Going to fill this gap and maybe higher. So, yeah, maybe here. You get one more pullback, maybe 113, do it. Here I was telling people, well, maybe get interested, and we popped right back up. So, yeah, Carter, not bad. Just know that, if you start coming back down here, you got to be prepared to add more. Even at 111, 88 or 80, whatever the hell I'm in at. If we go to 100, I'm buying more. I'm going to load it up. So my average price will be right around 106 or so, and then we'll see what we see this thing can do. But, we get back to the 119 or so, 120, I'll be half out, and then we'll take it from there. I still think we're going higher. Just be careful with it. A lot of people are talking about going short gold right now. I don't know. Just like they were going long on the USO and we were short the USO. We caught that one too. So Carter, be careful with this one. If you want to buy, just know that you might have to add more down in here. Again, we're in right around 112, just to say, round it up. GE, did it go lower? No, nothing. Oh man, it hit the area, guys. Oh, okay. Is that 10% tariffs? That's what's going on with that? Jeez. All right, hold on. Let's go back to Apple. Ooh, 250 now. Damn it. So that's what somebody knew that was coming out today, and that's what was holding Apple down. That's why Apple wasn't going anywhere today. If you're in the Apple trade and you don't want to be in this swing thing, just get out of it. Don't even hesitate. I'm in a half position. It's going back. It's going lower now. I'm still in the green on this trade. It's not beating me up yet. It could though. Ooh, wait a second here. Wow. SPY's down $1 after hours too, guys. So something's. You know what, guys? I'm going to exit this position. I'm not going to mess around. Screw it. I got a quarter position, guys. Yeah, I just don't. I despise down $1 right now. I don't like seeing that. Yeah, sucker Monday, exactly. And this is why I don't want to take a lot of long positions, guys. Really? Oh, God. So, see, somebody knew something was going on here, guys. All right. 3K con, really? Ooh. That shit was going down on Wednesday and Friday too. My Bimmer brain. Yeah, gotta watch out for that. Man, I don't like that dollar down. Where's the IWM and everything here? See, now it's like I gotta look at everything right now, saying, all right, do I want to stay in these Apple 33 cents? SPY. Let's see the SPY. SPY's down $1. Let's see here. So 266.49 we're down. So we're right down in this area here. So we're pretty much halfway down. Damn. Buck though. Where's the Qs? Q's down 89 cents. Damn it. God, you can't even catch a bid in these markets. Jeez. All right. Here we go down. GE, I'm looking for a 113 level. Yeah, some Supreme Court to block consumers from suing the monopoly abuse. Sucker Monday, massive put volume, 3K contracts. I'm holding SPY puts from last week. Great call, Carter. I just couldn't do it through that Thanksgiving crap. So 250 down on Apple. Damn it. You know, good thing I sold half of the half. Gosh. That's why you get profits on these trades. Just take them, guys. All right, let's look at PCG. PCG. Oh, that's that one with the fires, isn't it? Yeah, nothing for me to do. It's all news driven at this point. It had a nice bounce. If you were lucky enough to caught that, I think Andy caught this bounce. Get the hell out. It could keep going up, but yeah, I can't do anything with this one. If anything, you want to go long. 36 would be, if everything calms down, they get nothing wrong, this thing will go right back up. If they start finding out these guys causing the issues, you'll be retesting this low. So if you're in this thing from the 20 area or whatever, just put a tight stop on it. The unfortunate thing, you could wake up to news tomorrow and this thing's tanking. So if you're getting a profit, you got to just take it and run. So that's what I would do. But for me, nothing for me to do on that one at all. Yeah, so Apple, let's go back to Apple here. I'm going to leave you guys with this one. 280 down now. If you're a follower, a member, just beware of this one. If we start taking out these 170 lows, as long as we hold this lows, should be all right. I do like this setup here on the daily chart. As long as, if you're long Apple, you get below the 170 or the low of the day, which was 170.26. I'm going to say 169.50. You're just going to have to exit. I'm in at least a quarter position now. Can stand a little bit of pain. I made some nice money on this one today, and that's how I'm going to stick to it. I'll let my members know if I'm holding this one overnight. If it does go a little bit lower, maybe I'll cut it. We'll see how it goes. It's going a little lower now, guys. And it's going to drag everything with it too. Damn, can't even get a bid. Ay, ay, ay. 171 now, guys, so be careful with this one. We'll see how it reacts once it starts getting to the 171 even number. If you get that little bounce, maybe I'll get the hell out, but we'll see if this news holds. Again, SPY's down 100 or $1.07 after hours. Damn, guys, what are we talking about? I think these markets are going to be met with more selling, a little uptick, and then the beat down, and then that's it. Hey, Pedro's back, I think. Are you here, Pedro, watching again? Look, his little Amazon trade's coming back from the dead. So now he starts sending me emails again. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm a loser. And then he wants to, oh my gosh, he wants to kill me with his bare hands now. Plus, I have much more skills in the markets. He's the best, he said. Like 20 losers in a row, guys. Huge losers. And he's still upside down in most of his trades now. And one comes back from the dead. He's still massively upside down. And then I start getting emails again. I told you I win. Dude, you're still, Pedro, you're still upside down on all your trades. Every one of them. Every one. Then he says, I have weak skills. Weak skills. Then he's like, I was right about Amazon. Right about Amazon? Dude, you've been upside down for like 3 weeks on that trade. It finally comes back, and here comes the emails. Typical clown. But that's okay though. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Watch your Apple trade now. We're only down 264 now. So if it comes back up, I might just take it and say, you know what, I gave it a shot. So again, be careful at these with these markets, guys. If you're in some puts, hold them. If you're in some calls, hold them. I got to see more direction in these markets before I do anything or add any new positions or anything other than short and stuff. I'm sticking with that, but I want to see a retrace and then we'll short again. Right now, it's not telling us too much, but we're 92 cents down after hours. Maybe we get the beat down a little bit more. All right, guys. Yep. Thanks again for stopping by. Hey, thanks again. You guys too. Thanks again for being members here at StockBookie.com. And if you're not, sign up. $30 a month. It's not going to kill you. Got some good trades in the last couple of weeks that should have made you at least a couple $100 to pay for that yearly membership, guys. So either way, guys, I love doing this stuff. I'm going to keep doing it. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. At least do that, and then at least you'll get the live stuff. In the future, though, guys, I will be going private with most of this stuff. So, all right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.